Hello YouTube, this is Shylock, and this is, I think, part 4 of my Let's Play for Medieval Total War II, the Venice campaign. And as of now, I am snowballing out of control. My faction is just much stronger relative to the AIs, that victory is more or less guaranteed. However, I'm still trying to retain an element of challenge within this campaign, and what I'm trying to do right now is to finish the campaign in the as fast as possible, and hopefully I can get this under 20 turns. If not, oh well. But I will be trying my best, and basically, in order to do that, I am basically going to try to maximize the efficiency of all my troops. Like I usually do, I won't have time to build them up in my cities and slowly march them up to the front. I'm gonna have to roll with what I have, reinforce with mercenaries where I can, and keep on moving forward. Don't use more troops than I need, and try to march in the straightest and most efficient way. So I think right now I have about 26, 27 settlements, and this is on turn 11. I know that's crazy, but yeah, early crusade can do that for you, especially when you kind of abuse it, which is exactly what I did. So right now I think I have about 5 crusading stacks out and marching around. 3 I think are in the Middle East. 1 is going after the capital of the Eastern Roman Empire, and 2 more are sieging Sicily, and 1 more is still forming in my homeland of northern Italy. So here I am retaking one of my old settlements that I lost to a rebel rebellion. What they have in the city are horse archers, and I think even more archers. So if I could basically get into melee, this should be over. I'll just split my troops out in 3 ways so that collateral fire, collateral damage can be minimized, and once I get into melee, I will have somewhat of a surround. Doing this is fine because the AI doesn't really single out your units and pick them off one at a time. Against a human, that will probably happen, but against the AI, you don't really need to worry about it. So, a slow march into the town square, and once we're there, we will begin the slaughter. Watch the unit card in the middle. I was pretty surprised when I was playing this, like how fast my men were dying. But then again, there's 3 units of archers, so it really shouldn't come as a surprise to me. But I don't play this game too much, especially the battles. I usually just win my campaigns on the campaign map and not so much the battles. So yeah, that unit routes, but it comes back. Again, in melee against archers, with actual infantry, it's not a challenge. This is definitely a win for me. The only question is how much casualties I'll take. So something I really don't like about this game is the town square, and how once the units are in the town square, they will just basically stop routing and fight to the death. It's kind of annoying when you're attacking, and very exploitive when you're defending. I think they kind of fixed it in Shogun, but still, this is really annoying. If you play this game enough, you probably know exactly what I mean. So, there is the, I think there's only 2 battles in this video. Like usually, most of the bigger and more exciting battles, if I try to fight them, I'll leave my men severely depleted, and I probably won't have much to gain by them. I'll elaborate a bit on that when it actually comes up. But basically, most of the battles I fight in this campaign are well, for this video at least, is either the AI is hopelessly screwed or I am hopelessly screwed. So by actually fighting it out, I won't really accomplish much. So it's easier. No, bitch. Sicily, I will not sign treaties because your only 2 cities are under siege, and they are each defended by 1 general, and they will fall next turn. Without, even with the intervention of the Pope, I have a way around that. Even if he does excommunicate me, I just kind of thought it up. Okay, well, okay, so I've been a little unfortunate. The Pope is threatening to excommunicate me if I do not halt my attack on the Sicilians, but there's in the sake for the efficiency's sake, I'm not gonna stop. So as usual, I've done the little trick, contra-positive trick, where I de-crusade my armies and then re-crusade them so that none of them will end up deserting me. And I retain control of all of them, and they are still marching upon the infidels, whatever, enemies, rebels, anything. So here, I don't really like marching into the fog of war, so I'm just marching a little and a little at a time. Like if you run into an enemy army, your movement is stopped, and either you have to fight them or you're just gonna have to sit there. So like here, I just checked the number of units. That stack right there is 20, so I don't really want to fight that. So what I'm doing here is I'm leaving two units to slow them down, whilst I sail to the other side of Constantinople, so that hopefully they won't be able to reach me in 1 turn, and I will be able to just capture the city. And since that's the last Byzantine city left, next turn they will, once I capture it, the Byzantine armies will automatically become rebel, sitting in place and not doing anything else afterwards. I'm not bothering to clean out the rebels in my own areas. The reason for that is quite simple. If I'm going to be attacked, those rebels are actually somewhat of a buffer against invasion, and clearing them out requires too much micromanagement and troops that the benefits outweigh the costs, basically. So my armies are all still pushing forward and reinforcing with mercenaries when they need it, or when they can. And for garrison troops, I am using peasants, and for castles, because peasants are cheap. And I am using militia infantry for towns, because in this game you get free upkeep for militia infantry if they are placed within a town. A limited number of them, of course, but still, it's a very useful thing. Basically, you can save some on upkeep as well as maintain a strong army, and for frugal Jews like me, that is very, very good. So Egypt has been kind of a pain. They have like a 20-unit stack right next to Jerusalem, and I can't really attack them well, and know that I will win. So I'm just gonna have the best thing to do is to just ignore them for now, until I can mass up superior numbers to bring down upon them. Oh, sorry. So like usual, cities that I take that are initially Muslim, upon taking them, I exterminate the populace, so that the population will be somewhat easy to control, although they are still kind of difficult to do so. Rebellions, well, I want my armies to move forward and not have to deal with rebellions in my back lines, so I think that is the best. Here I was seriously considering fighting this one out manually, but then again, if I killed the Sultan, Egypt will just adopt another general, and all my work will be for naught, so it's not really worth it. Instead of going for Jerusalem, that army is going to go for Damascus, I don't want the army to just sit around wasting its time. So if it cannot take the target A, I'll just have it take target B. Slightly less efficient, but still, it's better than just sitting around. I'm hiring a lot of priests in the Middle East. Helps convert the population to Christianity, and because Venice is Christian, it makes my people happier. Happy is good. Less rebellions is good. So yeah, this is the priest I started with, and I was a little appalled to see there were 3 heretics in northern Italy. So I'm just having to move back to deal with them. Heretics is one aspect of this game that I really do not like. It's a pain to get rid of them when after they spawn, especially if they get a little powerful, and they make your cities very unhappy. Oh, it's a pain, especially when you don't have priests and you have to train them up. So it's a pain. So here I have 5 Jesus points. So I thought that I could attack Sicily without any ramifications. However, the Pope excommunicates me, even at 5 Jesus points. So I was a little surprised, but this had me pounding my head for a while. But then I figured out a way to continue on from here and with minimum losses. So I push on with my faction leader to take the last Sicilian settlement. Here goes Sicily, and now I'm gonna have him attack a former Sicilian, now rebel army all by himself. You could say that he has seen Jesus within a new light, and he is doing God's bidding or whatnot. Actually, in actuality, he is basically committing seppuku. The reason for that is quite simple. In this game, when your faction leader dies and you are excommunicated, you are automatically unexcommunicated. Yeah, that works. Excommunicated. So why are they turning around? They're eating arrow fire. Well, that's all in the plans. And why are they not charging? Yeah. So basically, I'm having my faction leader die. Basically, just die. The Pope has won this one. I'm just gonna have him have. Basically, I'm making an offer to the Pope of my faction leader's blood, and after this, he will reconcile me, and the crusade continues. So here, my faction leader dies, and I have been reconciled, and yeah. So and then I'm gonna take the rest of this army and attack the rebels who has en route in a quasi way of revenge. And now I spawn a general. A general is a general. My faction leader was not that special, so I lost a slightly superior general and replaced them with a slightly inferior one. But a general is a general. It's all the same. So that wasn't too much of a cost to me. So basically, nothing has changed, and my crusade continues. However, I've only have one more turn left of the crusade, which is why with my other army I attacked Antioch, because I would still like to have a successful crusade rather than a failure. The upkeep is going to be a problem in a turn or two. After the crusade is finished, I'm not too sure if I can still build buildings and pay for my troops at the same time, but we're just gonna have to see. Here, I'm going to have those armies go attack Africa. The Moors are there, and some rebels are there. So yeah, here I'm probably using more troops than I need to, but and it's kind of against my what I usually like to do with efficiency and whatnot. But I think in that case it's probably better safe than sorry. So I think yeah, this is the last crusading army I will be able to get out. This brings down my total to either 6 or 7. Pretty good, I suppose. And I'll have this go into Switzerland and take Bern. So more armies in Italy, free upkeep. So I'm not exactly reluctant to trade them up. I'm not using the nice hospitallers because they're kind of expensive, and I'm gonna be needing all the money I can get in a couple of turns. So I don't need to use more than what I need. So I'll just leave it at that. And I'm I'm switching around some of these troops and cities and whatnot, just so that everybody would be happy, and I'll be paying the least amount of money. Oh, yeah, here, when the Pope excommunicated me, all my armies were automatically decrusaded, so I'm just re-crusading them so they won't desert me the next turn. Okay, so apparently the Byzantine Empire chose not to attack Thessalonica, which was empty, and chose not to attack my army besieging their settlements. It's some good weed they were, some pretty nice weed they were smoking. If they have some, I would like them to share, but whatever. This will have to do. So this is the last turn of the crusade, and after this, my armies will not be so very, oh wow, desertion, who knew? After this, my armies will not be so very almighty, and I will actually have to pay them. So things will slow down after this, but with the crusade, I have snowballed so far ahead that victory is more or less guaranteed. Like, I think at this point I'm more at around 30-ish in settlements, and I only need to get to 45 to win. And after this, I won't need to have to worry about the Pope excommunicating me, because I won't be able to use the call another crusade for at least 10 turns. So I'm going to start attacking Germany and France, and by doing that, the number of settlements I have will go up really, really quick. And this campaign should be over in relatively soon. And so I will be doing more afterwards. And it does not have to be a total war per se, like other things. Name a game. Chances are I probably seen it, and a smaller chances that I probably played it. So basically, just like name anything that you would like to see, and I'll see what I can do. So basically suggestions for now. The real thing will have to wait until this is over, of course. So yeah, things are gonna have to change after this. This army is going after Bern, and so for now, I will try to maximize the one turn of crusading that I have left. I will move all of my armies first before I take Antioch. So yeah, so I can get an extra turn, just like I said. Bern has usually a very decent stout garrison, and I should be able to take it down, though it might prove somewhat of a challenge. Elsewhere on the map, my cities are becoming under control. I have built most of my economy buildings so that I can. Hopefully my economy can absorb the upkeep that I will be having to pay next turn. And so I'm gonna try to take a few more settlements with the crusade, and next turn things are going to be different. So it always kind of amuses me like how randomly collected my armies are, and how unordered they are. Like I have units, like I at the most I have like 3 units of the same type, and then I have a whole bunch of other units. It's random mishmash of things. It's kind of funny, I suppose. And the crusading armies and blitzkrieg armies are usually look like that because you don't have time to put up a lot of good homogeneous units. So that's about it, I think. And now is when I will take Antioch. Kind of anticlimactic. I'm not gonna fight it because the enemy is hopelessly screwed. And here, that is the end of the crusade. I don't get a lot. Besides, 110 units gets experience. That's pretty insane. Yeah. So until next time, this is it for now. If point out anything you would like me to know. And thanks for all the kind comments, and see you next time.